What's the Gaga T-Subs and squad? So girl, listen, it is Monday and y'all already know what we are here for. We here for Pussy Valley, girl. Yes, Pussy Valley, better known, professionally known as P Valley. This is season 1, episode 7, last call for alcohol. Yes. Hold up, y'all. Damn. My bad, y'all. I'm back. It seems like every time I get up here to foo-la-la and kick it with y'all, I get a phone call. So, Haley at home thinking about her baby and I guess either her husband, baby daddy, boyfriend, and or pimp, because she was dancing for him until the baby started crying. Then he went up in there and go and check on the baby, but then she pulled herself together long enough to pull all of them dirty ass, old ass newspapers up off the wall so her house can see a little bit of ray of sunshine. Like, Haley, that's why you always got a dark cloud over your head, sis, because you laying in darkness. Like, let a little bit of light come up in that projectic ass hood that you living in, girl. It'll be all right. Listen, so long as you take care of your house and you make your house cheerful, it don't matter what the outside look like. So the brothers go down to the mayor's office to finally sign the papers. Now, they real pissed about it because they won't hear for the agreement that, Andre and Mayor Ruffin made them sign, and then Mayor Ruffin was not here for the way Andre handled and conducted his business. But see, I don't see it for that old decrepit ass mayor, may not at all. I don't care for him. I don't like him. I don't like his political views. He's not doing anything to help the city. I think it's just more so to help glorify himself and try to get another seat for for his next term down to the office. But yeah, Mayor Ruffin, I don't see it for you, sis. Moving on. Uncle Clifford and Patrice are on the news to start the petition to get the casinos from stop being built. I guess Uncle Clifford said, listen, because you real good with the Lord like that, you and him tight. He signed your yearbook when your duster ass was in high school. Maybe by you being here and being a voice for it, it may draw in more people. But see, Uncle Clifford, I don't trust that thieving ass hood rat no further than you could throw her. Okay, she's already proved that she's a woman of the world because she stole 20 racks from her damn daughter. You understand me? But I get it. She's in the church and everybody feels like, oh, when you in church, you must be on the up and up. And child, I guess they haven't been down to New Birth with Jamal Bryant. Anywho, Corbin shows up at Uncle Clifford's house, battered, beaten, and abused by his brothers because they saw that he was the first one to sign the petition. Corbin ain't really never did nothing to me, and I feel like Corbin is in a really tight space right now because the brothers don't like him for what their dad did, which I don't understand what any of that has to do with Corbin. He was a kid that got bought into the mix of this nonsense. And the same way y'all couldn't help what y'all dad did, he couldn't help that his dad wanted that black puss. Okay? He couldn't help it. So why they treat him the way that they do? Why did they feel the need to beat him to a bloody pulp like that? It's sad, it's crooked, it's beyond me, but we all know why they did it. The money really had nothing to do with it. We all know why they did it, but we just gonna let that rest where it's at. So Lamarcus is practicing for his big night down to the club. This will be his very first, I believe, showcase amongst everybody. But he got stage fright, so Mississippi helps him get over his fears. And the best way she saw to help him get over his fears was for him to be bucket naked. Butt funk pussy naked. Okay? And stand in front of the mirrors and do his thing. Now, I was kind of here for it because, he got a nice little back on him. Like, even though I'm about him, when you hitting it right, I like to have some, when I scratch down on your back and then I, there's something there. But what got me, because y'all know when you're naked and dudes bend down, you see it a lot in pictures. You can always see they dick and they balls hanging, right? When he bent down, I didn't see nothing. I'm just going to leave that where that's at. Now, I'm more than sure my good brother, El Teddy, is going to come and refute what I just said. Because y'all know he is as much as a whore bag as I am. So he might come up here and refute what it was that I just said, and I'm just speaking for me. I was just expecting to see some twig and berries hanging, and I ain't see nothing of the sort. I just got all ass. But whatever. Shout out to you, Lamarcus, and shout out to Yuki Shana for helping him get over his stage fright. So the sheriff comes by and says that Mayor Ruffer says that if he see any topless girls running around selling liquor in the VIP section, that he is forced to shut down their last night. And then when he sees Haley, he recognizes her from the missing persons picture. Haley, now I see why you on the damn run. You ain't as dumb as people think you are. You probably already know that your ass has been made. That mayor, I just don't like them. They're a strip club and they're a bar. And you don't want them selling alcohol topless in the VIP section. So they could smoke crack, they could smoke weed, they could shoot heroin. All of that's good. But if you come there, and God forbid you see these women doing their jobs down to the strip club, being topless, selling drinks to the VIP, the real dudes that pay the good money, you gonna shut the night down. Girl, I guess. Moving on. Uncle Clifford wants Mercedes to dance for the show, and I was kind of here for that. He's like, listen, I don't want this to be our could be last night and you not perform. So I was kind of here with them. And I was here for Mercedes seeing the bigger picture and saying, fine, this is the last dance. The last dance, okay? It's the last one you getting out of me, period. Baby, that prayer that Uncle Clifford prayed, Uncle Clifford, you better hope God, you better be glad God didn't strike you down in the middle of y'all filming. All of them damn cuss words. I ain't never heard so many cuss words in one prayer in my life. I really didn't. And don't get me wrong, I'm a firm believer in God knows your heart and all that good stuff, but you pushed it with that prayer. Just a smidgen, Uncle Clifford, but it was hilarious, so I'm going to let you have it. So Lamarcus takes Uncle Clifford away for a few minutes to unwind, and he's like, oh, I'm about to take you to go see the stars. And she like, girl, I know you lying. Ain't no stars out here. It's about to rain, and we surrounded by a bunch of trees. Where is we finna see some stars at? But then, Lamarcus bought his car around to the back and had it all lit up with, Christmas tree lights or whatever. And even though it was, gaudy and a little bit tacky and all of that, and country as all outdoors, I still liked it in that moment. And I like where Uncle Clifford and Lamarcus's storyline is going. I really like seeing Uncle Clifford, letting his walls down, letting his guard down, and allowing somebody that wants to, be with him in their way, be with him in their way. Because the thing about it is, Uncle Clifford, even though you're scared, nobody wants to go home alone. So Mississippi is still getting kicked off in her ass by the white boy. And she has to cover up the bruises on her arm with a whole bunch of makeup. And she goes outside and she tells Diamond about her nervousness. And he gives her a necklace saying that it gives people courage. Somebody gave it to him. He never took it off and he decided to give it to her. And they almost kiss if it wasn't for Gidget coming outside being upset because her man couldn't come down to see her. Now, listen, I'm going to tell you something, Kishana. You're a much better woman than I'll ever be because I wouldn't give a good hot damn about Gidget bringing her old tired ass out there. I honestly don't. I would have went on ahead and undid my robe, saddled up on that man, and make me feel like a real woman for the one time before it was time for me to go out there and do what I had to do. But you didn't do that, and I'm not here to trying to make you out to be a low-down, dirty scut bucket like me. So, I do applaud you from staying a woman and all that good stuff, but moving on. So Lamarcus's manager sees him coming out of the bushes with Uncle Clifford, and he was getting himself all together and all that good stuff. So Andre comes down to the club to see Haley dance for one last time, and she gives him a private dance. And he asks her not to leave, but his wife calls him in the middle of them, and she lets him know that she made a trip down here to surprise him. This is my whole thing. Girl, don't surprise me. Because had it been a situation if she would have been down there to that man's room and they really got it in, you would have really gotten your feelings hurt. Like, that's why it's not always good to do surprises. You let a bitch know when you about to pull up. But and me and Ebby said it on Really Beach channel when we did our live. I want to say it was Friday. It's something about that wife that I just don't see it for. I don't see it for the wife like that. And she ain't never did nothing to me, and we could all have her pegged her wrong. But I feel like if I tried to put my finger on it, I would have to wash it in Clorox for 5 times. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But you know, he banged her out because he was already horny as hell and really wanted to get Haley to business. And if it wasn't for Brittany calling, disturbing everything, or Haley would have got that good soul brother dick. You understand what I'm saying to you? So in order to let that go down to try to get it out of his head, he just had to use his wife. And I mean, and he came rather quickly, may I add. So, you know, girl, whatever. So, Lamarcus's manager tells him that he saw him and Uncle Clifford coming from out of the woods together. And he says that he only thought it was one time, but just to make sure that he's careful. You know, because the heart wants what the heart wants, and he's not judging him for what he likes, but he makes sure he remembered it's not only your bag and your career that's on the line. And if you get caught with Uncle Clifford, it's not only going to fuck up your bag, but it's going to fuck up my bag. And if you fuck up my bag, oh, me and you got a problem. I'm here for the manager. You know, because most dudes just probably would have outed him and made him and belittle him and made him feel like less of a person simply because he decides to lay down with who he wants to lay down with. And what I like about that manager, he didn't do any of that. The manager already knew from the beginning that, you know, he likes to mess around and boys badussies here and there. And that's why he only thought it was a one-time thing. See, he thought he just got in and got out. But with Uncle Clifford, he really developed feelings for him. As much as he tried to act like he didn't have feelings for Uncle Clifford, he does. And he did. And, you know, just admit that, you know. But shout out to the manager. I actually like that manager a lot. You know, I really do. That made me feel good. So Mercedes is talking to a guy, the dude that's been looking for Haley, and he definitely pays her money, but he lets her know, well, I really don't want nobody else here. I'm here for a different mission. And he points at Haley. And y'all know Mercedes don't know about all of what Haley's, you know, life was about and what her life is like. So she calls him over here like, girl, come and make this money. He a big wig. Look at all these racks he done gave me, girl. I ain't have to shake no titty. I ain't have to pull out no ass cheek. I ain't had to do none of that. And so when she sees him, like her face, it's like she saw a ghost. And she went on ahead and went in the back with him. But when she went, and this is why I like the connection between Haley and Mercedes, because when Mercedes saw the way she was looking and how reluctant she was walking in the back with him, she was looking like, wait a minute now, hold on. Like, so, you know, something a little fishy, something in the milk ain't clean, hold on now. Like well, what's the Gaga says? You know, send me some smoke signals or something. So I was here for it. So when they get to the back, she was really surprised that he's even alive because we find out that she shot him. And he basically let her know, well, you ain't do a really good job of it, and where the hell is my money? And that was the end of the episode. Haley, I'm going to tell you something. Mama girl, you don't need to pick up no more guns, because, girl, you can't even do the job right. I'd much rather you got into your car, flatten the tires, and run his ass over on 4 flats just so he could feel the rim. That would have killed him. Oh, yeah, he done for it. He night-night. He kaput. He finito. It's over with. All right? He going up yonder. But y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about last night's P-Valley episode. It was good, as it always is. It was good. I was here for it. I don't really know how many episodes we got left. Maybe one more episode left, and then it's going to be the finale, and then season 2 is going to come back out. Maybe after COVID is over with, because maybe then we could get like a season, and not a short season or a half season. But it was good. Nevertheless, it was good. So let's get the discussion popping. And yeah, I'm going to holler at y'all later. Bye. What you're giving, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system.
system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.